My research is important because I'm working on reducing the impact of dengue fever, and dengue is a disease that has potential to affect 40% of the world's population. Our research is being used in a program to interrupt the transmission of dengue virus between people by interfering with the mosquito. I would describe my research as contemporary because the results we're generating are feeding directly into a mosquito control program that's underway even as we speak. And the techniques that we use in the lab are also devised fairly recently, and so the research is contemporary in that way as well. I'm going to learn a new molecular technique which will allow me to quantify absolutely the number of bacteria inside a mosquito, and this will open up areas of research that we haven't been able to look into before, because usually we've just been looking at relative quantification of bacteria. A recent highlight was travelling to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia and training some scientist colleagues over there in detecting insecticide resistance in mosquitoes, and also learning from them about the dengue control program that's currently underway in their city. So highlights are often associated with meeting other colleagues in other places and generating new ideas with them. The challenges are there's never enough hours in the day to do as much research as I would like to do, and also with this specific program that we're working on, there's a necessity to produce results quickly because they're going to feed into the program and inform the next decision about what's going to be done out in the field. My parents brought me up to understand the importance of the natural world and the diversity in that world, and so I was always interested in biology. And now working in that field, I can investigate interesting biological questions and also have the opportunity to help to work on some of the world's problems. The challenge to do some problem solving and think logically and work out particular tricky scenarios, I think that inspires me. Science has brought me into areas of human society that I wouldn't usually have had contact with, perhaps in other professions. So initially I started out working on an insect pest of vegetables, and that brought me into direct contact with the horticultural industry and finding out how vegetables are grown and all aspects of pest control in that world. And now with the Mosquito Project, I am involved in medical entomology and I learn about tropical diseases. So lots of new, interesting fields. I think I would have told myself to become a better mathematician and statistician, which would have saved a lot of time later on and opened up more areas of biology that I could investigate. A typical day could see me at the lab bench analysing mosquito DNA, or I could be feeding blood to live mosquitoes in the lab. You can also see me planning new experiments, analysing data, reading the scientific literature, and also writing scientific papers. Sometimes it involves presenting my work to other colleagues and also explaining the project to high school students. Don't be afraid to ask for advice, and read widely and then ask a lot of questions.